want to use this indicator with the sessions, it's over in our Discord. It's over in our Discord. If you want a Discord link, bro, someone's going to shoot it in the chat in about 3 seconds. But also, alternatively, just drop me a message on TikTok, boys. I've got my phone here. I've got my other phone here, so you can just drop me a message. Man, I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's actually really annoying. Appreciate you boys for telling me though, man. Yes, S, how we doing, bro? Would I tell your features in random plays? GU2 weekly high. I reckon so. Cheers, Levi, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yes, Lavar, how we doing, bro? I'm done for the day. Let's play darts. I think that's the one, brother. So I'm back on YouTube now, boys. So feel free to join. I'm guessing you don't like JPY pairs, bro. JPY pairs are calm, man. I just don't trade the yen, innit? I don't trade the yen. Yeah. Just a bit knobby though, innit? It's a little bit knobby. Knobby. When the Butcher Boys are Grimsby. Tell you what. Perfectly come to that Friday low. What are you saying, Richard? I told you longs. Fucking hell. I refuse to repeat myself, bro. So what was right? Let's just get into this. Sia, why did you get into the trade then, bro? Talk to me. EG on 5 minutes, fair value gap and order book below, not valid for buyers. Would be more value if it broke the highest first. The thing is, when I talk about bias, right, the first thing I talk about, the absolute first thing is fundamentals, and the euro just isn't strong enough to get into a position for longs. Like if you're asking for quite a lot. I do want to see some positive European news, EU news, for us to actually get into the positions that we're wanting. Do you know what I'm saying? We actually want to be getting into those favourable positions. Macy's, right, Mondays are shit, for real, bro. You know any relatable? Sorry, bro. You know any reliable prop firms in the UK? UK based ACG, bro. Why has it got to be in the UK, bro? I mean, to be fair dues. But, like FTMO, for an example, they're not in the UK, but they're very good, reputable prop firm. But I would say, yeah, UK ACG, Alpha Capital Group. We've also got a 15% discount with them, boys. So let us know if you want to grab an account. Discount code RICHES, boys. If you want to grab yourself an account. You flip charts. What do you mean, sorry, bro? Yes, Holtz. What you saying, Michael, my bro? Hi the day in EU. Hugh. Yes, Ball. How we doing, bro? Bro, I'm just gonna use my data, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't wait to move into that office, bro. Can't wait, man. 5 minute order block was entry. No, but like, what was the reason for the trade? Like, what was the actual reason? Do you know what I mean? What was the actual reason? Like, what was the backing of the trade? Yeah, that's it, mate. ACG. That's it, bro. What are you trading? We're currently trading. So, the pairs I trade, right, is EU, GU, and EG. So Euro GBP, Euro USD, GBP USD. Feel free to ask me to analyse any markets though, people, because I do look at most markets. The reason why is because most markets affect the FX, right? Most markets will. So I look at bonds, I look at the indexes, the stock indexes, I look at commodities, I look at lots of stuff. So feel free to give me a shout at whatever you guys want to look at. I look at the oil market, I look at everything, alright? So I don't just look at FX, I look at multiple FXs as well. But me, I trade Wait, did you DM me that, Stu? Oh no, you said it in the free chat. Oh no, you did. What did you say? Oh no, did you or not? Too sure. Have a good people. I think he said have a good day. Sweet Robert, my fucking son. Friday High is my target. Myself on Stratton End. 17-year-old lad next door to me works hard to fund his own studio time, etc. Have a listen. That's cold.
Switch from back, just get go on top.
I'll listen to it after actually. 17, oh, fair play. I like seeing young people do what they want. You know what it is? The thing is, people, it don't actually, like, I know it sounds bare fucking, like, oh, shut up, you wanker. But, like, I'll be honest, I've really, I think it's sick the way, nowadays, I feel like people can sort of do what they want, because it's sort of normalised, isn't it? Sort of normalised to do whatever the fuck you really want. Like, for young'uns nowadays. So I think that's fair play to him, man. I mean, it depends what. I mean, the thing is, most man just aim for absolute sky limits, but most people just do it because they actually genuinely enjoy it. Like, you already entered sales, bro. No. This is from earlier this morning, bro. Are you looking for buyers after this manipulation? What pair are we looking at? Where's a UGU? What are we looking at? No. I've not entered EU buyers. For EUGU, we're looking for longs, but obviously I'm not looking to long whilst we're in this big expansion move. Exact same for EU. Not looking to buy because we're in this big expansion move. I want to see price come further down before going up. But the buys are what we want. So if you're looking for longs, good. You trade gold as well. I don't trade gold, bro. I analyse gold because, again, gold, the safe haven commodity market is very, very important in order to actually gauge in a good bias in terms of where the market's at. So big market uncertainty will boost gold. Okay, and obviously that's just a nice confirmation. EU actually come perfectly into the OT. If EU starts to go down to the DTO, do you reckon it will push down to Asia low too? I'm not too sure, bro. I'll be honest. We'll see. It honestly depends on how big this retracement goes. I mean, it's a Monday, right? So I don't think we're gonna see huge movements. So I would say it's quite unlikely. But I do want to see it come down. I really do. I'm still long, obviously, but I want it to come down. That sounds weird. I know that sounds bare weird. Most of you people, most like sort of early onset, sort of early on traders are thinking, bro, what the fuck do you mean? You want to get in longs, but you want the market to come down. What you smoking? I'll be in my city smoking. Runs. That's the Cali Bally Bala got it from the plug. Is this future? No, bro. This is present. I'm off to gym, bro. You live for New York session? Yeah, bro. I think Lou will be live for New York session. No, I'm joking. Peaky Blinders. No, this is the FX, bro, not futures. Oh. Didn't actually mean to do that, my man. How do you make the choice to trade EUG or GU in the morning? Fucking brilliant question, man. Honestly, best question I've got so far. I could kiss you. No homo, man. Well, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Anyway, no homo. So the first thing to know is you also need to look at the DXY. Okay, you also obviously need the DXY, the index for the US dollar. So you need that. But what you really are looking at is, first of all, gauge a bias. So let's just say EU, right? So EU and GU are bearish. Obviously that means DXY should be bullish. And then you've got, let's just say you've got EG bullish. So as you can see, just on this, just what I've written there, and this is how I go through it every single morning, right? Every single bloody morning, no different. So if we've got EU and GU bearish, okay, obviously we're looking for shorts, right? DXY is going up, so we're looking for shorts on EU GU. But we want to go for the most efficient, okay? So we want to go for the currency that's the weakest. We know we want to short EU GU, all right? So we're pretty much favouring EU and GU coming down. We've got to see which one is the weakest, okay? And how do we do that? EG. If EG is going up, that means the euro is stronger than the pound. So that means the pound's weaker than the euro. So we'll be favouring the GU shorts over the EU shorts. It should be way more efficient than the EU move, okay? And that's what we call it, the importance of all four. I've actually got a video on this. I've recently done a video on this for the 2025 mentoring. The importance of all four. I go through all the scenarios that could possibly play out when you're trading EU and GU and EG. Can you repeat that? Of course I can, bro. So if EU and GU are bearish, so if EU and GU are going down, okay, and then obviously that means ultimately GU's going up, right? Sorry, DXY is going up, okay. So we're looking to sell EU GU, right? We're looking to short EU GU, but we can't short both. The reason why is because we're pretty much doubling down on the dollar. We're pretty much doubling our risk on the dollar going up, right? Which you don't want to do. So you want to pick either trade EU or GU. How do you do that? You want to find the most efficient, in this scenario, the most bearish currency. And as you can see, if EG is going up, that means the pound is weaker than the euro. So the pound is weaker than the euro and weaker than the DXY. So that's why you would prefer the GU shorts over the EU shorts. Because you're going to get a way more efficient move on GU than you are on EU. Okay? And that's really key. Importance of all four. Honestly, I'll be honest, one of the strongest videos we've made this year so far. I love it. Oh my god, the sun's finally gone. I know that sounds stupid, but I actually was starting to get really hot in my room. EU's going down, of course, bro. Of course. I don't lie, boys. I don't lie. How do you make the oh, sorry, bro. How do you make the fuck? Thank you, bro. Anytime, my bro. Anytime. Boys, by the way, any questions you guys got, feel free to just unload them in here. Because I'll be honest, I'll probably be able to answer maybe 100% of your guys' questions. And I'll be honest, I've probably answered the question before. Bear in mind, I've been live trading London and New York session for the past, fuck knows, 2 years, 2.5 years. I've done it on TikTok for 2.5 years. So I can... Most questions I've already answered, to be honest. DXY pushing off inversion. Nice. Ooh, the 5 minutes looking shit. Right, let's hope that pushes up a little bit further and the EU has that continuation down. For like EU is sort of the more favoured over here. Yeah, boys, we'll be on for New York. It'll be on this account again as well. How long you been trading for? Over 6 years now, bro. Over 6 years. I've been profitable for... probably near enough 3 now, really. Pretty much 3 years. You planning a trade today, bro? Not really, mate. Mondays, I really don't look for trades on Mondays. I really just look for the market to actually give me the first bit of price action for the week. And obviously that's when I start attacking the market from there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, best days, people. I swear it down. Promise you. So Euro GBP going up means Euro stronger than pound. Bang on, bro. Exactly that. So when choosing XXX USD pair, GBP USD will be better to short. Perfect. Obviously, that's given that obviously DXY is going up and GU are going down, obviously, right? Don't forget DXY. DXY is very important. When we say the reason why it's called the importance of all four is because of DXY, GU, EU, and EG. You'll see these are the four we're on about. My handwriting is so crud, man. I probably should even go back to school for that shit. Go back to school for that shit. Sounds a bit criminal, really, isn't it? Can you explain them again, please? I wasn't here. I'll tell you. Right, let me put it simply, alright? Let me put it simply, because I actually did just explain it twice. EU. I can't be able to explain it again. Please, bruv. Please, man. Fucking hell. Oh. Right, I'm going to explain this quick. EG coming down. Let's do the other scenario, EG coming down. So, obviously you're trying to short EU and GU, but you don't want to short both, because if you short both, that means you're doubling down on the DXY going up, which is the worst thing to do. Do not double down on your risk. Instead, go to EG, look at which ones, and obviously in this situation, we want to find the most bearish currency, because we're looking to short. EG is coming down, so that means the euro is weaker, so EU is the most favoured positions for the shorts. And that is the importance of all four. If that went straight over your head, boys, I'll be honest, if that went over your head, then you're not ready for those type of concepts. I mean, it's not too hard to get a grasp of, but if you really know the FX market, you know what I mean when I'm talking about that. Yes, I'm currently always comparing DXY. I just want to see if I can add to usage in it. 100%, bro. If you trade GU and EU, look at EG. 100%, bro. 100%. I'm off, lads and mates. I've had enough for this morning. Much love. Wiggs, love you, my boy. You take care, bro. We'll speak in the morning, yeah? We'll speak in the morning. Let's see. Jeez, yeah. Jeez, yes, Shane. What the fuck is that, though? What was that? Why didn't it come up on my screen like that, bruv? What the fuck was that? Galaxy's box. Sweet, bro. I've never seen what that is. So it's like 100 quid. 100 quid? Say mums is 100 quid. Shane, you really didn't have to give us 100 quid, by the way. Is it? Stu, don't bother with the rose. Do you know what I mean? Bro sending roses after we just got that twirly thing. What is it? Galaxy. Fuck knows. I don't actually know how to work this shit. That was me trying to find the Galaxy. Oh, right. Oh, you deserve it. Maybe send you a gift. I'll get you banana. Oh, Shane, appreciate you, my fucking broski. You bare didn't have to do that, though, man. For real. I appreciate you, bro. What are your higher time frames? I'll tell you what. Shane, drop me a message, bro. Drop me a message. I'm about to change your life, son. That kind of sounded Ben. I ain't gonna lie. That actually did sound a little bit. That did sound. Okay, this is why I got taken off last time. Let's not get into that, mate. What's a word that you can use instead of that? Help me out here, boys, because I need to start using code words and shit, man, because it's a bit of a joke that I just keep getting taken off for the most stupidest of reasons. So yeah, E.g. beautiful TP, EU's moving nice, fruity, oh yeah, true, fruity. But you know the word fruity, just don't get the emphasis you want. I mean, I guess that's the point of it, right? Iron. Fuck you. EU shorts. I'll be honest, bro. I don't want to be favouring EU shorts. You don't want to be favouring it. I'm favouring the EU longs, but I want a long at a decent position. So I am waiting for price to go down. But just because I'm waiting for price to go down doesn't mean I'm looking for a short, right? That's a very key thing to note whilst trading, boys. I'll be so real. But I massively overplayed the Galaxy thing. Things like $20. No, that's G though, man. That's G. Which session is this one? This is London, bro. Are you alive, bro? Do you not know what the time is? Pepper Boy, where you from, bro? You must be English, right? Pepper Boy. No, I feel like that's not English. Down to 1.13. Where the fuck is that? Good morning. Yes, Mohammed, my fucking broski. Man, like Mo. How you doing, bro? You good? What you say? 1.13. What? 1.3550. Bro, I think lower, innit? I'll be honest. Why there? I'd say, I mean, for me, I want to see it take the low, innit? What are your higher time frame POIs or areas of interest for reversal on DXY, if that's even what I should be looking for? Yeah, right, let's go to DXY. I'm not looking for a specific higher time frame POI. What I'm really looking at is for price to come and take the external now. Realistically, I just want to see it come down, grab this external liquidity. So in terms of point of interest, I'm actually just looking for the external low to get swept, that continuation now. Hopefully we see that come through. I'm good, bros. What I like to hear, Mo. What about you? Boys, you know me. I'm always good, man. I'm always good. As long as I got weed. Again, I can't really say that, mate. So as long as I got canny and trading, bro, I'm good. I'm so good, it's a joke. Have you entered on nah? Nah, bro, I ain't. Where's the kid that was banging on about the bias? No, everyone does this, man. Jeez, Shane, what the fuck is that as well? What one was that? Bro, I didn't know they pop out at you and shit. Shane. What if I, yeah, Shane, drop me a message, bro. I'm about to blow you. No, I'm only playing, but shout me, bro. I've got some things for you. Again, that sounds bent, man. Why does everything sound fruity? Why does everything sound pretty bent? That's active though, Shane. Whoops. Well, you gave him his number for gifts. Quite easy, aren't I? What DXY chart are you using? I'm using TVC. Yeah, I should be using TVC. Bollocks, I'm using Capital Combo. What are you waiting for in your trade? I'm waiting for EU to come a little bit lower. I want to see EU preferably take out Asia's low. Alright? Boys, if you don't have an indicator for sessions, you need one. And if you don't have one, get in my Discord and I will send it to you. Just text in the free chat, Discord, and I will send it to you. Everyone needs a session indicator. Alright? No one's perfect, bro. Alright? No one's perfect. You don't need to know, oh, this specific time here. Use an indicator for it. Don't use an indicator for price, because in my opinion, load of bollocks. But if you use an indicator for time, works brilliantly. I promise you that. So if you need an indicator, a session indicator, boys, get in the Discord and I'll send it over to you. We don't charge a penny, of course. It's something that we made for our Discord community. The reason why is because we trade using this indicator for our strategy, which works insanely well. Love myself, just type in Killzone's indicator tap, you don't need to join the Discord. Or don't, or you could be like this star guy and have something in your ass at 9 AM in the morning. Yeah, I'll be honest, use Capital Com, Luke, innit? Capital Com is much better than TVC. I mean, to be honest, it massively depends, right? Massively depends on your brokerage, but I'd say Capital.com is a lot more nicer. Where's your stop loss? What? Who's in a trade? Who's in a trade? Coco. Who's Coco? Rocco. Who's Rocco? Oh, Rocco. Where's he traded? GU, EU, and EG, bro. Yes, Tommy, what we saying, bro? We're well, man. I TikTok sales. Are you on telly? Nah, bro. Discord only, man. Discord only. Fuck telly. Yeah, if you don't spot any trade in London, do you wait till New York? No, I just don't trade for the day, bro. Boys, don't force trades, man. If you force trades, you will get well. Put this in more of a physical form instead of more verbal. You get it, right? You're gonna get yourself. I don't need to say it, I've just fucking physically done it for you. Just don't. I'll say it again, trading's like a fart. When you force it, it turns to shit. And I run by that, you man. It's so true. Don't force any trades. Don't get any FOMO. What's the fucking need? Everyone trades different. What are you missing out on? You're missing out on one move. Boys, one London move happens every single day. You don't miss a fucking thing, I promise you that. You mad don't. I'm expecting buyers for New York. Fair play, bro. Are you sells or buyers? Longs, bro. I'm long. Short EU London? Nah, bro. I wouldn't short EU. I mean, would you hold a London trade to New York? Yeah, I wouldn't prefer it because realistically, I'm more of an efficient type of guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather my trades be efficient. So I only get in at efficient times. I wouldn't buy now because if you buy now, it's just so inefficient. Shorting now would be stupid because it's not the bias. So right now, you just don't want to get in a trade. Anyways, boys, it's Monday. What are we rushing for, bruv? What are you rushing for? This is why, I promise you, this is why most you man lose, innit? This is what ruins your week. Monday, you think, alright, brand new day in the markets. Yay, I'm so excited. Jump in on Monday. Force a fucking trade that ain't there, because it's Monday price action. Force a trade, lose, and now you're on a back foot for the week. And then you're like, alright, shit, I need to get my money back now. Tuesday, trade, loss. Wednesday, trade, loss. Thursday, trade, loss. And the reason you're losing those trades after, because again, you're just trading pure emotions. I'll be honest, that happens to probably, fuck knows, man, 60% of people. So if you're someone that can calm the shit down on a Monday, I promise you, you'll have so much of an easier time. You won't be bullied around these markets, right? You won't think that you ain't got a clue. Most people get bullied on Mondays, which ruins the rest of their week because they're trading off emotions for the rest of the week. So Monday is the most important day in the markets. One, you get to see how the market's trading for the first day of the week. So you get a little bit of an indication where the market's going. Plus, you're able to obviously watch financial news, so like Bloomberg, whatever, and you can actually gauge a decent bias. That's for one. And two, it's going to set your mood for the week. So if you're nice and prepared and you're happy with the markets because you're prepared, you're probably going to have a good week. If you jump in the markets and lose, you're going to be in the back foot at the start. And honestly, most traders can't bear that poor that psychological problem. So you're going to probably see yourself lose that week. Honestly, that's trading for you, man. It's a big psychological game. So give yourself a chance. Do you know what I mean? Give yourself a nice chance. We're looking at the 15-minute time frame right now, bro. What do you think of AUD CHF? I think if you trade it, you're crazy. I mean, we'll see. The Aussie dollar should be moving up. Does this want to load?